In this next video, what I want to do is show you how to resize images so that you don't have to upload very large sized images. Now this is an example of our friend John Smith here, the koala, who is selling this product. And what you see here, when you actually double click on this file, it's actually a very large image. It's 1024 by 768, which is a very large graphic. One thing you can do, again, you can go to dimensions and you can customize the size so it looks good, and it does. It does look good. In fact, when we open the page, it looks fine. But the problem is that's like a 700 kilobyte file, which will mean your entire website is going to take a little while to load up. So to get the cleanest, basically to make sure your website is operating at its optimal speed so that people are able to access your sales page and so it looks good and so your pages load quick, which is good for search engines and also great for people visiting your site, you will want to resize your images. So I want to show you a really cool free software that I use to kind of resize images. And you can go out here to your web browser and go ahead and go to Google and do a search for paint.net. 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 And let's see here. There it is. Getpaint.net is the website. It's not paint.net, it's actually getpaint.net. And it's free software for digital editing. And this is what their logo looks like. And then you can actually just download it. As far as I know, I actually think they have a Mac version. I cannot remember, but they pretty much they're primarily PC. But if you do have a Mac, you could actually use them with the program called Parallels, which lets you edit on a basically run Windows on your Mac computer. So that is an option for you. So go ahead and choose a download on the software. So go over here to where it says download and go ahead and look for the download link here. They do a really good job of hiding it because right here is an AdWords link. There we go, right down here, and you can actually download paint.net. I just think this is a really cool program to use. I use it like a lot to do quick little image editing, and I'll show you kind of how it works. So in my start menu, you'll see I've got paint.net here. So just go to your start menu. You can start it like any other program in on your computer, and I'm just going to fire it up real quick. So we'll let that load up here. It does take a little bit to load. Once it ends up loading, this part now it's got so many tools. You could probably do an entire training just on Paint.net because it does have so many features. But I'm going to just basically use this for one function right now, and that's to resize an image. So I'm going to just open on my computer. Just go to open, just like I do in Composer when you're looking for a file, and we're going to look for a picture that we want to work with. So I'm going to double click here on this koala, and it's a very large image, as you recall. See, that's the size image. That's like the actual size of this of John Smith here, this koala that we were basically making John Smith on our sales page. You can see how little that is, and there he is. I mean, it's just outrageous. So that's how big, and this is only 75% of the file. That's how much your server's working to upload it. That's why you want to do this process. So I'm going to choose Open, and then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to edit the size. So we're going to go here to image. So it's file, edit, view, and image. And I'm going to choose resize. Resize. And what we're going to do, it's going to say by absolute size is how we're going to resize. And you can choose maintain aspect ratio. And let's say we want to make our width 150 for this image here. And maintain aspect ratio will make sure that it looks as it should. So I'm going to choose OK, and it's doing the resize. Look at that, way better difference. It's going to be the same size, or excuse me, the same size as on our website, but it's not going to make your server work so hard. And then I'm going to choose File, Save As, and this is the part where it's really cool. You can go where you have it, and let's just call this koala small dash small, koala dash small, and I would save it as a JPEG. Whoop, koala dash small. We'll save it as a JPEG image, and I'm going to go ahead and click on save and preview file size. It's a whopping 10.4 kilobytes. So we took image from 727 kilobytes down to 10.4 kilobytes. So that's pretty powerful stuff. And now we're going to click on OK, And then now that it's saved, it's going to say koala, dash small up here. When you actually go to your images folder, which I'm going to jump there right now, you will actually see this small image in there in our pictures folder. I'm going to go to sample pictures, and there's our small koala image, and there is our larger koala right there. So then the only other thing you need to do after you've done the resize is make sure you insert the small image now. So I'm going to go and then what you want to do, one other step, let me not get too far ahead of myself. You want to make sure, remember I talked about the importance when you're working with images, you want to make sure the image you're going to be using on your website is found in the file that you're working on. So I'm going to copy the small koala image here, or the image that we just made, and I'm going to move it to the folder that I am working in. So this is my PLR page. I've got my images here, and I want to right click. I want to paste in this small picture of this koala, which I just did there by right clicking and choosing paste. Right click to copy, right click to paste. It's very simple to use. So then we're going to go where we want to insert that image. And keep in mind, I'm using a cute little koala bear here. That's just an example. Of course, yours would be a picture of you, or an animal, whatever it is you're trying to go after, a cartoon image of you. It could be whatever. And we're going to choose insert image, and then I'm going to come down here to alternate text, and I would put in your name and then your product name. And we'll say your product name. And then we're just going to click on this file here and scroll all the way down here, and I'm going to click on the small koala bear image and choose OK. So there we go. Now it's a lot better. We're only using the 10 kilobyte version of the file, and we don't even have to worry about going in here and clicking on dimensions to fix the image, because the actual size is so much better. And then, of course, like anytime you make a change on your sales page, just click on save, and you're good to go. And then it's always an important thing to go in here and double check to make sure that your page loads correctly within your web browser, which I'm going to do. And we're going to open with Internet Explorer and just verify that that page loads as it should with the small koala bear image, and it looks like it's in there. So, and also you'll notice the page ended up loading quite a bit quicker, even on my computer, because the image I'm feeding off of is way, way smaller. So I recommend you use Paint.net for, as far as resizing your images. You just go to File, Open, and then Image, and then Resize. It's a great way to resize your graphics so that they load better, so they look better, and it's a great way to use public domain photos. As long as you have the rights to use them, you can actually work with them, resize them, and make them work for you.